I didn't know. I'm telling you, I'll try that. It's your big one, so.
Where am I too?
I don't know. So training calendar for December. Yeah. We have to have something on every day. Like, we have to submit the training calendar to KW and we're expected.
I haven't taken over that yet, eh?
Okay.
Like, I went to the meeting and there was no way that it would have been over good if I would have tried to take over that. Those girls are dug in. It's gonna really
Oh,
start.
okay. So what do you mean by take over? I mean, just take over as far as leadership. And
Yeah,
and what's expected. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
okay.
And I don't expect you, like Marilyn and Ryder, you don't want to take it over.
No.
You want to.
I just, I'm gonna help and train and do that stuff. So what are we missing? We need something every
I
day.
think, okay, so we need something on every day now, like Christmas potluck can replace the training. You know what I mean? Like we can put stuff on there, but so you have the listings day, you know, there's probably, we got about 3 or 4 things I've added since in there already. There's not very many days. So I think we're probably missing 4 or 5 more sessions you could do too, Alex.
Yeah,
Like,
actually,
you have some stuff in mind. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be hard to flush it out. But we can't just put all the training on one day because Patty Smith thinks that nobody's gonna show up anyways.
I don't think that was the plan. The plan was to do all the training around listings on one day.
On one day, exactly.
So we have
Patty
one
has made it clear to Alexandra, like the calendar is essentially blank except for one day. Because Patty wasn't expecting anybody to show up to everything anyways. Alexandra raised her concern and said, hey, well, nobody's gonna show up anything, we're just gonna put it all on it.
Okay,
We're not allowed to do that from KW standards.
of course not.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All I want to let you know.
We're allowed to do all the training around listings on one day, so anybody's interested in listings, they can come in and spend that one day.
From my perspective, it's like the one education meeting. I don't go to it. I find out that everything's all on one day.
Yeah, and I gave them a list of things that I can do, like, so I'm doing this one, I'm doing open houses next week.
Okay, so this is a bit of an issue. It's already recording, and I think I swore, but anyways.
Can we stop it and restart it?
Yeah, and can you help him log into the training Zoom because it's busy saying the host is not here yet.
Oh, so then it's not recording.
Well, it looks like it's recording.
Okay, so.
So leave. Like you.
Who's here?
Oh, Dora's there.
Hi, Dora.
Hi,
You might not need. I don't know.
hi there.
Hi, Dora.
How are ya? Now you're sideways.
Okay, you're sideways, so how do you fix that?
You had it before. Before it was the right way.
It was right a second ago?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Oh, shit. I'm not touching this. I'll stay over on this side of her.
These are the technical things that I don't know how to do.
There we go. You're fine now.
Perfect.
There.
Perfect. See, I fixed
We're
it.
good?
Yeah.
All right.
Sign in as host.
Okay, now
Okay.
you're sideways again.
That's okay.
Okay.
Kendra.
Kendra?
The password for our
Training, capital TR.
intake. T.ca training at QWintegrity.ca.
We're doing
And
it
then
here. 'cause
password is
They
training
took over
with
the,
capital
they
T.
spread out in the,
Yeah, what's going on over there?
yeah, they're doing their vision boards. Come on.
This is 2021. Am I the only person?
I think a few online, a few here.
That's it. I didn't
Who knows?
register. I just on. Oh, you didn't register? Okay.
I
so
feel like
then-
we registered people.
Okay,
That's good.
great.
We're should be good now.
Oh.
You're on Zoom.
I'm on Zoom. All right, we're zooming
Okay.
from the phone.
Sure.
High tech all the way.
I always try and do as much training at this time of year as I can.
Me too.
Yeah,
This is the time. How we doing for time? What time is it?
I think it's almost 1.
Almost? How close?
12:57.
Excellent. All right. So I think my daughter's gonna join us by Zoom. She's.
Is she a realtor too?
No, she's gonna be a mortgage broker.
Oh, even better.
Even better, yes.
That's
My
great.
son is gonna be a realtor.
Oh, really?
He's done 2 of his classes.
Is he in Ottawa?
Yeah,
Cool.
he runs the client nurture team at Solid Rock.
Oh, what does client nurture team mean?
They generate leads, so what they do is they
Oh.
create business for agents.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So we're gonna do the same thing here after Christmas.
Oh, cool. I think we touched on this a bit
Yeah, we did.
before. That's cool.
We did, all right. And
Is he
we're
gonna-
gonna wait for one more person, just one more person to sign up to actually be physically in the room, and then we'll start, and then everybody joins in after, that's great.
Cool.
Good, cool,
Okay, I'm good, yeah.
all right. What have you guys done? Now, well, since it's just 2 of you right now, what have you
Oh.
done in the way of lead gen training so far? What have you learned since you started in this business?
I've attended many lead training.
Okay.
I just don't do it, any of it,
Perfect.
literally nothing. So, I mean, I nurture my sphere and my past clients, but I don't.
So we're gonna talk a lot about that today.
Yeah, so this is one area that I need to really work, it's the area I need to work on.
This is it, okay.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna plateau pretty soon and I just don't.
So always, I'm gonna just jump right in, and anybody that joins us, joins us.
Who's
So-
that, who is it?
So
Oh.
always we talk about this, right? You guys know what that is? That's the ugliest chair ever.
Yeah.
We knock one of those legs out of the chair, and it's not gonna stand up. So when it comes to lead gen, what I always teach everybody is have 4.
Yeah.
4 consistent sources that you're gonna use at all times.
Yeah.
One of the 4 should always be your database.
That's another area I don't.
Yeah. That's the one I have to know.
I have 150 people in my database.
So let's talk about that. So there's 2 different things. When it comes to lead generation, we have 2 different ways to do it. We have prospecting and marketing. So we're gonna talk about that, prospecting versus marketing. Prospecting is what you do. Marketing is kind of the autopilot. So prospecting is when you go out and get leads. Marketing is when you do things that leads come to you. Okay, so as we're going through all the different sources here, and I got a bunch. Some you've heard of before, some you've seen, some we're not even gonna touch on. So the first 3 we're not even gonna talk about.
Yeah.
I put them there as my first 3, 1, 2, 3 in sources of lead generation. I put them there because they're the ones that everybody teaches you. So the first one is door knocking. Have you done it?
Yeah,
Okay. Yes, do you like it? No, good, I hate it. And the reason I hate it, and we're gonna talk about me personally, is if I showed up at your door, it would be a different effect than if either of you 2 showed up at your door. If I knock on your door and I have a suit on, you figure I'm there to collect the taxes, like you're hiding under your couch, turning off your lights,
Yeah.
you're running away.
Yeah.
Door knocking for me is ineffective.
Right.
I've worked with agents.
Yeah,
where
like
door
if
knock-
you knocked on my door, I'd probably hide and like scurry under the window so nobody can see me.
Exactly. So it doesn't work for me, but I did a ton of it. So when I started with Edward Jones, and I had to do 200 door knock contacts in Kingston for another agent.
Yeah,
And I learned how effective it was. It was amazing. He got
Yeah.
a ton of business, but it doesn't work for me. FSBOs, for sale by owner, every realtor trainer is gonna teach you about those. Stay away from them. They suck. They're not worth it. They're not worth the energy. And we all say no. You can't call the expireds.
yeah,
So FSBOs, door knocking expireds in Ottawa, in our market, are not great sources of lead gen in my mind. So let's talk about what great sources are and how much lead gen we should be doing. Can I use you as like this? Can we
Yeah.
dig right into your life here?
sure, let's do it.
You don't mind?
No.
What's your goal? What do you want to make next year? GCI.
My goal is $530,000.
Okay, let's do 500 so the math is easy. Is that from you and your team or just you?
I don't have a team.
Just you,
Yeah.
on your own, 500 grand GCI.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna do it? That's the question. And how are we gonna do it, not just next year, but the year after, and the year after. and the year after. That's what we have to create, is a lead gen machine.
Yeah.
That generates the leads to create that kind of income.
So I'm just shy of that this year,
Beautiful, nice here.
and I haven't done any lead gen, so that's where I need to.
So where are your leads coming from?
People I know and past clients.
All
Referrals.
100% referrals.
No, I get referrals. I probably get 4 or 5 referrals from one mortgage broker, 4 or 5 from another.
Okay.
We don't have an exchange system, that just,
Perfect.
yeah.
That's great, so referrals. Most.
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to create 500 grand DCI, how many deals do you need to do? I'm sure you've already worked this out.
between 30 and 33.
So let's call it 35 to be safe.
Yeah.
So what you need is the lead generation machine to create 35 deals a year every year.
Yeah.
That's pretty straightforward. So where did those come from?
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all the different sources that they could potentially come from. The first one is, we're going to talk about exactly your sphere of influence, SOIs. So to me, that's your sphere.
Yeah.
That's the circle that you have around you.
Yeah.
That's what you need to grow.
Yeah.
So we nurture that with our database, right?
Right.
So we need to be filling that up. So we need to make that big.
Yeah.
In order to get 35 deals, you would need about 700 people in your database.
Okay.
If your database was the only source of business that you
Yeah.
had, was your warm database.
Yay.
Get in here.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, I forgot.
Come on in.
I'm 652.
That's okay. So now where we're at is we're talking about Sarah West do 35 deals next year. So what we're gonna do is lead gen 35 deals.
Okay,
Sound good? Because if you did 35 deals next year on your own, that would be okay too. That would be okay too.
okay.
You'd be okay
I
with that?
personally would say that is not okay, because that's less than I did already.
It's less than I did already,
But,
but I wanna keep the 35 of my ideas.
Yeah.
exactly,
yeah,
give you
yeah.
35, and you know what? 35 is not my goal.
Yeah.
But as an agent, that is my goal as well.
Yeah.
So my goal is 500,000 DCI, your goal is 500,000 DCI. And we base ourselves, because we're kind of a higher level section right now, we don't have new agents. So we're gonna base this, because I'm gonna change this whole training around this, because this is my goal.
Yeah.
So where do I get my business from? Where do you get your business from? How are we gonna grow it? How are we gonna do it?
Yeah.
Never mind the door knocking, the BS that they teach in regular school, because we're gonna not even cover any of that. I have it on there for you, because I said I would give 20 sources, and instead of 20, I'm gonna give you
How many units have you done so far?
30.
How many more?
Units have you done?
80 or something?
80 this year.
Is that
That's
rentals
amazing.
too?
Sorry?
Is that including rentals?
Yeah, including rent.
Okay.
Who do we got online with us?
30, 50, 60, 30.
Okay, so sphere of influence is key. That's your database. That's the people that you have influence over. So that's your friends, your family, your database. That's what you want to be nurturing and growing all throughout your career. So we're going to constantly feed that. This is one of the 4 legs, has to be your sphere of influence.
Yeah.
That's your database, always.
Yeah.
So we're going to nurture that, we're going to grow it. So how would you grow your sphere of influence? How do you communicate with them? You guys tell me, how are you doing it right now? You do newsletters? How do they know you're in real estate?
Social media.
Good.
Social media, every month I send that only the market. I hate to get emails.
What?
I just send the market photo every month.
Okay, great.
And I participate in lots of groups from other community.
So I'll tell you what my sphere of influence hate is getting dripped on me about real estate.
Yeah.
They can't stand it because I did it so much when I first started. They're like,
I
we're
don't
sick of that
I
shit.
don't have any trips, I don't have any.
So,
concerns
okay,
at all.
so what I try and do is set up 12 contacts a year that aren't real estate related. So we do Christmas,
Oh, yes. I
we do
do.
Thanksgiving, we do
Yeah.
Easter, we do any holiday, time change, Cinco de Mayo. We're trying to look every month
Yeah.
for an event that we can get excited about.
Right.
Anniversaries, birthdays, all those things. This is sphere of influence management.
Yeah.
I recommend this is the first place you hire. Is leverage into that, because we're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it myself. You need an admin to look after your sphere of influence,
You have an admin?
your
I
database.
do.
And that's what your admin should be focused on. You should focus on filling that data bank. Your admin should focus on those drip campaigns, the marketing campaigns, the constant connection between you and them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have an admin doing it, you're gonna lose probably 10 deals a year out of your database,
Yes.
easily.
Yeah.
So my first piece of advice for you veterans, get them in, focus them on this. this is where their energy should be spent, right? Your energy should be spent filling it, their energy should be spent nurturing it and growing it so that it repeats every year. So if you have a good sphere of influence, that's gonna generate a certain amount of business for it. It's usually about 10%.
Yeah.
So if you have 100 in your sphere that you're gonna drip on and nurture, you get about 10 deals out of it. Makes sense? So you get 35. We're gonna need 350 that we've nurtured and dripped on, which means we need about 700 to just, because some of them aren't really warm. Does that make sense?
I'm getting close to 1,000.
You're in.
I stopped putting there because I'm getting so busy, but I'm getting close to 1,000.
So who manages the 1,000 people for you?
Every time I get it, because I get the people calling me, like,
Yeah.
thanks, though, I don't need to go after them, they come after me. As soon as I get any rose I wanna rent, I wanna buy or something. Okay, what's your name and what's your email? Are you got that the right way? Okay, they send it, I just take a picture, Bia, please put in my database. The database, that's it, and then after, I'm gonna after the people. and
But it's
stuff.
Bia that does.
Bia, yeah, she put it for me.
Your
because I
admin
have
has to do it because you don't have time, right? This is where your admin is gonna, this is where you're gonna leverage this. Managing that data bank should be where you're leveraging.
I only have 156 people.
But it will get more because
Oh my God, it's very hard because you will lose some people during the way, right? Because
Sure.
they're so busy, and then I are trying people with my phone that I forgot to put in my database. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Database management key.
Database.
Okay, so here it is. COIs, this is where the money's at for us. A newer agent's gonna have a hard time with this. This is where our money is. This is where I make, these are centers of influence. This is a person who influences a lot of other people.
exactly.
I need 5 of them to make 300 grand a year. If I have 5, they'll generate that kind of numbers for me.
Right.
Those are your mortgage broker, your lawyer, your hairdresser. Now, what we're looking for here is to build up to 5. If you have more, that's great, but build up to 5. Those are people that can send you business. This is the key to success in real estate are these people. So who are they?
You have a pen.
You may have this, you may have that, we're good to go. It's a mental list.
Same, I have thousand pen.
So COIs, who are they? Here's who they are, probably you. That's why we're in this business. They're probably us. But more importantly than that, I call these the connectors in our life. So if you think back to your high school group of friends, there was always one person who, if you weren't friends with that person, you wouldn't have been friends with the rest of that group.
Right.
That connector, they love to connect. That's what they like to do. They live for it. You want to know what movie to go to? This is the friend you call. You want to go to a restaurant? This is the friend you call. You need your car fixed? This is the friend you call. It's probably you. Yes, it's probably you, and it should be you. So now what you gotta do is find 5 more of those.
Okay.
Because they love to introduce people, and they're good for 4 or 5 introductions a year each.
Yeah.
So if you had 5, and they introduce you 4 or 5 each, that's 25 potential deals out of just those 5 people. Now, what do you have to do to keep them happy? That's the key, right? It's not enough just to go meet them. They gotta remember you.
Yeah.
Once every 2 weeks, you gotta be in contact. Once a month, you gotta be in their face. Face to face. That's a lunch, a coffee, a breakfast, a meeting where you happen to be there together, a football game, a hockey game, a golf lesson, whatever. Once a month, you gotta be, well, these are your business. These are the people that generate your future.
Some influential people, because there are some people who are friend, oh, she's friend of that person, I'm not gonna make a deal with her.
Absolutely.
There are those kind of people.
I have friends like that I don't introduce to anybody. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So once a month, now, how long would it take you to build up to 5 if you were brand new and you started today? Probably 2 or 3 years, right? So for us, this is a big deal because we already have some connections. The best ones I've had, I have a divorce lawyer that's great.
Yeah.
Amazing. I have 2 bankruptcy counselors that send me business. So when somebody's going under and they're gonna lose their house, they send it to me. So I have a couple of those. I mean, mostly it's just connector people. I have a Vietnamese woman who's the head of the Vietnamese Gardening Society. I sold 2 houses to her friends this year. And
Yeah.
just those are this, but you gotta nurture them. So what they want to know is these people, they live to introduce you to people, but they want the feedback. So they want to know that it worked. They want to know how it worked. They want a little thank you gift. They want all that. So they want to be stroked and
Yeah.
fed. You got to nurture those. Those are the key. So lead generation is pretty straightforward. It's not what people think. It's not sitting on the phone cold calling. It's being creative for a couple hours a day to build business. And if creative means you're taking your divorce lawyer out for breakfast, that's lead generation. So when people say, I don't lead generate, and Sarah, I'm gonna call bullshit on that, you do, you just don't
I know.
do traditional telemarketing.
Yeah.
Not the same. I
Yeah,
don't believe in telemarketing. I don't think it works in it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it
to do
either.
I don't like it either. Is it necessary? Yeah, when you're new in the business, you gotta do some of it, but I don't like it either.
and
All right.
people- I just have to say, when I do traditional lead generation, if I get somebody, I don't normally love working with them.
No,
They're strangers to me. I love warm leads, like
yeah,
introductions from these people.
perfect. All right, social media, you talked about that. That's how you stay in contact. That's huge.
You're great at
So-
that, Rose. Yeah,
So when I had my team, I used to make everybody do the Facebook 5-5-5. Every morning when you got up, you had to like 5 posts, just like them. You had to comment on 5 posts, not in a real estate way. And you had to make 5 personal notes to your friends that had nothing to do with real estate. So every day I had to do 5-5-5. And my team got massive leads out of Facebook because they were having conversations with people. Instead of just going, yeah, I have this house to sell. They're like, hey, Rosalie, I saw your daughter, won the basketball championship last night. Congratulations, that's amazing. That's it. Just something like that, just to keep
Be seen, be viewed, like being under
seen.
people, be seen, yeah.
be seen.
Not be a
That's
secret agent.
right, be seen, but don't be seen in a
As a
cheesy
real
way.
agent, yeah.
Be seen as a human being.
Yeah.
So I don't have a Facebook business page because my clients don't want to see listing. They want to see Jeff and the kids and Jeff out on the football game and Jeff
Exactly.
here and Jeff there. They want to be part of my life.
right.
They don't just want to, so my social media is really social. But there's lots of avenues there. There's Twitter, which is pretty good, Instagram, all the ones. But the big one for our niche, the 3 of us, is gonna be Facebook. Right?
Instagram is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
And just, I put it like, I have a person that take care from me about social media. They said, let's post this thing. I said, no, it's not interesting. I want something interesting. And then after something about me. I
Yeah,
like it, right? So.
and that's it. That's the key to social media.
Yeah.
Open houses. You open houses?
Love it.
Everybody that's
I
good loves
love
open houses. Yeah.
I always give us.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do much today. I'm gonna sit down. They see me? Yeah, they can see me. Rosalie, can you angle it down on this?
Yeah, good.
We're good? Okay, so open houses, I'm gonna do training on open houses next Tuesday for the newer agents, but the one thing that I've done that helped a lot, and I don't do it now because I'm too busy, is I used to do a pre-open house.
Yeah,
From-
I did that too.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
1:30
you
to
used
2
to
for
be
the
part of
neighbors.
it, Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it works great, but it takes a lot of work. You gotta do
Yeah.
the certain calls, you gotta get it out there. It's a lot of work. Yeah, so for a new agent, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But open houses are awesome. What do you guys do at your open houses?
I used to do like, I give prize on my
Yeah.
open house before COVID. Yes, I did like a thousand events.
Okay.
But now I kind of hate, doesn't have time. I always give to someone else to do it
Yeah.
for me. I give to new agents,
Okay.
or agents that's restarting their career here at Keller Williams. They call me, I just send them to do my open houses because I have no time to do it.
Yeah, I know.
I prefer to save my
There's
family
such no
time.
time.
Because I'm a buyer too. I'm a buyer agent and I like to do the buyers.
Just no time, and for me, it's the follow-up too. I don't have time. to follow up.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially now, if you get 20 people in there, I don't have time to make 20 calls.
I,
It sounds bad, but
yeah,
just the way it is.
Yeah, right?
it's interesting, like in my first year, I was tracking my numbers and almost everyone came from open house.
Oh, I
Really?
did
I
open
never
houses
get- I get
2-3
one
weeks
client.
every single week. for
And
like
I
10
enjoy
years.
them, I think it's fun, it's a great way to showcase your listings, it is.
And to
fun
dress up
consuming.
too. I
You get
love
to dress
dress
up.
up.
People
I
come to
don't
you.
have parties anymore, it's
Oh,
COVID,
yeah.
so I was like so excited.
I play music at my open house.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
you
oh,
be
yeah.
yourself,
Cookies
right?
and
Yeah.
go out there, there's some chocolate
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I always bring a lender with me, so I don't like doing them alone, I find it a bit scary, to be
Oh, no,
honest, I
yeah,
have a
yeah,
scary
go on.
experience,
It's good.
yeah,
Or call a new realtor to do a
yeah,
shade.
Yeah.
I never do alone.
So now let's go back to your 35 and let's take a step back.
Okay,
Let's go.
sure.
If you had 5 centers of influence, that could send you 2 deals a year.
Yep.
That's 10. If you did an open house a month, and for me, I would get 1 buyer every 2 open houses. So if I did an open house a month, that's 6 deals. So now I'm up to 16 already.
Yeah.
Just those 2 sources.
Yeah.
Then your database is gonna be, and your referrals are gonna be good for 20 probably.
Yeah.
So you're pretty close with just 3.
Yeah.
Now, if you added a fourth, you'd rock, and then you'd have consistency no matter what. So
Yeah.
I started about all the different things we could do. So obviously you guys already know, and if this was full of new agents, I would talk a lot more about listings, but listings are leverage, right? When you do
Yeah.
a listing, that's how
Yeah,
we get a
oh,
lot of buyers out
yeah.
of listings. I mean, if you do it right, it's super easy.
It's easy marketing too.
Yeah, it is. Easy marketing. Internet landing pages. Is anybody using those yet?
I don't even have a website.
No, I don't have websites. I
But
put on
Command has
Facebook
these-
and goes all over my.
Command has these pretty cool landing sites that automatically happen if you ever wanted to get into that. It's not my thing.
Yes,
Yeah, well, I'm not tech friendly.
and lots of times.
I don't,
Yeah. Do you guys use videos in your marketing?
Oh, my
Yeah, yours are
Facebook is
amazing.
only video.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I put my face out there.
That's the one.
Do
thing,
the
Sarah, that
law,
I'm
do
gonna
the
start
law.
doing more of. I think video is huge now.
Video is huge, yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I think it's.
People are
Instagram
curious to
Reels.
see and to where you go.
People love knowing what we do.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's very boring.
The other day I make a video,
Really
I
good
think
guy.
I make a video, you think real estate life is very easy. Come
I
see
saw
it.
one with you on the sign.
No, it's no ice and the drill. I said, this is a real estate life. Come to the
Do you guys do monthly newsletters? You
I don't do anything.
Yeah, I do the
You
market,
do that?
the market.
Yeah.
Every time I got the, Canada sent to us, be prepared the way that is accept on command, because command is still some glitch. So she works on it to make it work the way command like, and we send every month to our clients, every month. And I do parties, I send them it's gonna have this party, I'm gonna hire this ice cream truck at this
I
party.
saw that.
I send
truck.
the truck by,
It's such a good idea.
yeah, and $1,000, I make
That's
this,
Oh, yeah, stuff like that's
$6,000
huge.
out of the
Works
car.
great.
Yeah.
I said,
Do
your
you
kids,
farm
they're
your
not-
area or do you farm more your,
my community.
yeah.
You ready for this? I'm gonna give you a stupid one that I did all the time when I was a stockbroker. Is I had 4 little corner stores and I put up pinup ads with little rip tears at the bottom. For your last one, Jeff.
Yeah.
I used to get, just little pinup
Oh,
ads, and I
that's
used to go around 4 little stores, just the tear thing, and I'd get a deal a month out of this 4 those
Wow.
stores.
I saw Brittany Brown, she does that in the
Does she?
supermarket, Stittsville, I saw like Brittany Brown, team, or whatever, they did.
Yeah, it works.
Check it out.
It works. It works
It's
great.
doing
It's
it,
stupid. It works great. Oh, it works awesome, and nobody does it because they go like,
That's
oh, that's cheesy,
hilarious.
but it works amazing. It really does. Do you guys use Kijiji?
No.
I do.
Kijiji is super easy. You should list all your listings on Kijiji,
Yeah.
because everybody that writes you, Sarah, on Kijiji doesn't have a realtor, or they wouldn't send Kijiji.
Yeah.
So it's a great place to pick up buyers, is Kijiji. List your homes if you don't have a home, borrow it, list it, list
Yeah,
someone
now,
else's.
now Bia, she's finishing her course.
Yeah.
She's getting her license, so, because most of my clients come from my social media and from referrals. All referrals, I don't need to go to anything, like social media, right? So one refer to other, they come, I don't need to lead generate. But now I have Bia, so I need to go through all those things, because I need to feed her as well. Of
Yeah.
course, she's gonna be kind, but I need to
Of
feed her,
course, you
right?
gotta feed her, that's your job, yeah.
So I need to go after the.
So the Kijiji ads were great. I had an
Right.
agent that used to just run Kijiji ads. Are you looking to buy a house? Call me, I'll help. Or have you been rejected by, putting multiple offers in, or are you confused by these bidding wars, whatever, anything like that, I can help.
That's good.
Because people are looking in there just for nothing, right?
They're
And it's
nothing.
free.
I like that some people
Jeff?
used to be very free.
Jeff,
Yeah,
sorry.
Hi.
Hi, for Kijiji ads, you're mentioning
Yes.
it's free. So,
so it's free if you're advertising your service. There's some they switched it, some are paid now. Yeah,
Yes.
for advertising listings because we're professionals.
Yes.
yes, okay.
Yeah.
It's not much.
No, it's not
Yeah,
much, I
so-
agree. It's like $30 for like 30 days, which is really not much.
It's not too much, but if you're not advertising a house, if you're just advertising like looking for buyers or services, then it's free.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one. I did this all the time and it worked great. I put ballot boxes in restaurants. So I have a friend that owns the Local Heroes, and we used all 4 Local Heroes, and I put ballot boxes in all the
Why is
restaurants.
that now?
Ballot boxes, like win a prize. So
Ah.
I gave away a TV a month at Local Heroes, a flat screen TV, once a month at the 4 Local Heroes. And what I did is I gave the waitresses $25 every time somebody filled out
actually met with me. So if I got in contact with that ballot, I gave them $25. And what it did is the servers in their slow times could make extra money by talking about it.
Right.
So I went into the staff meeting, I talked to all the servers, I told them what it was, I let them promote me, and they'd fill out the ballots, and then once a week, I just go around and collect all the ballots and call people. Now, the ballot has to, if you want to do this, let me know, and I'll show you how to design the ballot, so they fill them out, and the prize matters. But it worked great. My ex-wife did it at 2 hair salons and 2 gyms, and it worked great there.
I have lots of.
We did it at the Tiny Hoppers with another team, so
Oh,
my
yeah.
sister owns Tiny Hoppers, so we did it at the Tiny Hoppers.
What do you put in there? Okay, if you wanna, okay, if you need a realtor or something, or no, just fill out.
So,
What do you-
so the whole idea is win the prize. Whenever you're doing a ballot, the ballot is to win the prize.
Yeah.
Then how you design the ballot matters, because what people don't want, they don't want to get hassled by salespeople. So you fill out, so you do a 3-step ballot. The first section is fill this out. If you only want the prize, no one will ever call you. The second section is fill this out if you want some information on these things. Nobody's going to call you, but we're going to send you information. And then the bottom part is fill this out if you want to call right away. Everybody fills out the middle section or the top section only. If they fill out the top section only, the ballot goes on garbage. They fill out the middle section. Then what you do is when they fill out that middle section, it's the same with this, the same ballot for they said the trade shows. When they fill out that middle section, they're going to ask for information. But whatever the information is, make sure that you're going to make these ballots, so you'll know in advance what they're going to ask for. You want to have a decent package of about 8 to 10 photocopied pages
Yeah.
in a brown vanilla envelope to send them after. So what I want to do is you fill out the ballot at local hearings. I'm going to call you. Sarah, hi, it's Jeff calling from Telegram. You're going to be pissed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right away. So that's perfect. That's what I want. I'm going to say, listen, the reason I'm calling is you asked for this information, put a lot of time and effort into this. I just want to make sure I have your address right. Now you're giving me the address. And I say, okay, Sarah, thanks. I'm going to put this in. I'll send it over to you. If you find anything of interest, give me a shout. And now I'm going to send you the package. And now I use what I call guilt equity, which is the fact that I can make you feel guilty enough to meet with me. And that's all I want, right? Is a meeting. So I'm going to call you a week after. Hey, did you get that package? And you're going to say, yep. And I'm going to say, Sarah, did you have a chance to look? You're going to say, yeah, I did. Even though you didn't. And I'm going to say, great, let's get together and talk.
So they're not necessarily looking to buy a house, they want to win a TV.
They want to win a TV, whatever. All you want is people, yeah. If you go to a trade show or do a ballot or something like that, if your goal is to get leads to buy real estate, you get 1 or 2.
Yeah.
If your goal is to get people to try and win the TV, you get 1,000, and then you get 25 out of that instead of 2 better. Yeah, it's just a numbers, it's straight on numbers. Trade shows, same thing. Have you ever done trade show? Home show? No? Do them. Oh my
Yeah.
God. do them.
I just did.
You just did one?
I did a trade show recently. So I used to do events before and I used to actually organize trade shows.
Beautiful.
And I did an event, the Ottawa Wedding Show in mid-October. I'm going to do it differently next time around, but it was good. I got a few leads and kind of nurturing them.
Nice. So trade shows, the key with the trade show. An amazing prize. Don't worry about generating leads. You're just generating ballots. That's your job at the trade show. That's it. Get as many ballots filled out as you can. What I used to do, and this is sad, I used to hire 3 kids to stand in the 3 young professionals to stand in the aisle and make people come in and fill out my ballot, and I just did it with them. Explain it. Then I hired 5 telemarketers on first. Boom. Yeah, easy.
Can I make a suggestion, Jeff, about trade shows, any events, but mostly trade shows? When you're looking at the trade show, ask them how many real estate agents that'll be there. Don't go to trade shows that are saturated with our industry. And they are like that. There are some trade shows like that. Find the trade shows that allow about 2 per profession.
The best ones that I had success with over the years were the ones that didn't have to do with like the golf show, the retirement show, the National Capital Equestrian show. I did the wedding shows year after year after year. The wedding shows are amazing. Really good couples, and they give you the contact information for everybody at the show. And yeah, they're great. So all those shows, trade shows are great.
I know, I feel like this is so time consuming, all of this.
Yeah, but you don't have to do all of it.
Can I
Just
just
4.
Discuss the block.
Okay, so here's what we could do. Let's say we want to do a trade. It's too time consuming for any one person, but if 5 of us got together and split it up, split the cost, split the time, split the show.
split the table, because I have to pay for it.
Super easy, right? Boom, yeah, so
Share it.
yeah. we can do that. I'm in. Somebody wants to do a show, I'm in.
And
Yeah.
then I go one day and then I go the other
That's
day.
right, yeah.
I can
And
do
I
3
love,
hours,
gonna
I
dress
can't
up
do
and
10
be
hours.
everybody beautiful.
I tried to do the home show. I did the whole home show by myself one year. It was like 4 days,
Oh,
morning to
it's
night. I
exhausting.
was done, just finished. All right, next one, seminars.
Yeah.
Both of you guys would be deadly at seminars. Here's what I
Yeah, you did
suggest for
one, right?
seminars.
Did you do a seminar when you started?
Like a seminar.
Like had people that you to teach them about things?
Oh,
Oh, yes, oh,
All right.
that's all my needs.
So all my leads.
All my needs, they started knowing me through the seminars I did at Caribbean. The people don't know about the rent the house, get the space there. But the training room, we
I
can
know.
get the training room
For
for
free.
free.
And run
And
seminars.
bring and make your party here.
So, okay, I will tell you guys that sales managers are always looking for content for sales meetings.
Yeah.
So Andrew is always looking, how do we make the sales meeting more exciting? Every sales team is looking for the same thing. This is where seminars are dead. They're called captive audience seminars. This is what you want. I want 10 minutes at the BMW dealership to talk to their staff at their next staff meeting about real estate. And I want to create,
Can I say something?
yes, you can. You look so excited.
No, I was like, I got a call from a neighbor
Yeah.
saying that, Rose, you are a real estate agent, I'm a teacher at this community, and that they are all first newcomers, and they want to know about real estate. Could you give a seminar to us, like an hour and a half, just teaching them
Captive
about real
audience
estate?
seminars. It's
2
sick.
deals this
Ah.
morning. I finished the seminar, my phone start like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, we have this amount of money, I just love your far sheet and everything, I want to make a deal with you. I said, I went there, I was nothing about, I'm telling you, I was just,
Yeah.
I went there, open heart to teach them how to buy a. I don't know.
It's amazing.
I'm actually gonna get a lot more out of
That's
it too, yeah.
Yeah, because.
So the key with seminars,
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of public seminars because I hate looking.
The public.
Well, it's not just thought, it's you build the seminar, you do all this, and then 3 people show up, you know,
Oh,
and
really?
you feel like a goofy, especially if you put somebody else to be there with you, and you got all the muffins and the food and the sandwiches. And that.
Yeah.
It's so many times it's ridiculous. So I like captive audience seminars like you have. I like somebody else to bring the audience together, and me come in and be the superstar.
Right.
So Canada Post does lunch and learns almost every Friday or Thursday on Brookfield. All of the big corporations all do lunch and learns for their staff. All of the small sales teams all do sales meetings. Guys, jump in there and grab some captive audience. You know anybody that owns a car dealership? They have weekly or monthly sales meetings. You know anybody that owns a mortgage brokerage firm? They have weekly, monthly sales meetings. You know anybody, a divorce lawyer? All these people, we can jump in and captivate them. If you're a good speaker, you create good topic. Go in and talk to them, they'll bring you back over and over again.
And I have my shiny accent.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. So I know realtors that do new home buyer seminars in their office and they'll do it every week and a couple of people show up and a couple of people show up and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's okay, but wouldn't it be better if we did a new home seminar like you did at a community center with first time Canadians who are all
And we
eligible
go
for first time
like,
Canadian home buyer
like I said, we invite a very special guest and we do like a 2 weeks social media calling on people and do an event,
It's
right?
nice
You
when
know,
you reach out
right?
to your clients too, right?
Yes, give
Yeah.
information, you are giving information.
So
talk to
here-
them.
Here's the thing that I want everybody to get about lead gen. Lead gen has a negative connotation because when we say lead gen, we think telemarketing.
Yes.
Get on the phone and call for 18 hours. 34 different things, not one of them is telemarketing. Here we go, all right.
Also, can I just interrupt and say
Yeah.
number 15 made me laugh because I was thinking of like pin up, like it's like pin up apps.
Yeah,
I
pin
don't
up
think that's gonna work for me. Like I'm picturing like a bikini, like
Works for me, it works for me.
What is that? You know?
pin up ads is like,
That's the one at the store with the little rip taps.
but like when I think of a pin up ad, I think
Yeah,
of like a
like
babe
Marilyn
on a
Monroe.
convertible kind of thing.
Oh. Oh my God.
Okay, this is the one that most realtors and most salespeople bug the shit out of me about. Interest groups, organizations, trade, things like that. Things like the Lions, the Shriners, all that stuff. Join if you want and join only what you believe in. Because if you join for leads, they're gonna see it. The other thing is, if you're gonna be part of it, remember, all of the referrals go to the people at the front of the room.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna join an organization, plan on becoming treasurer, president, vice president, something like that, and working your way up in the organization, being part of it. And because that's, if I'm gonna join an organization, I want to join one I care about because I'm gonna have to put the effort in or it's never gonna translate into anything good on this side. So you can't just be about real estate. And a lot of people join real estate and then start, I'm gonna join the lines, I'm gonna join this, I'm gonna join that. And everybody sees them coming when they walk in and knows why they're there. But if you worked your way up and you're the treasurer of the Lions Club, now they know you're there for real.
You invested in.
Right.
Yeah.
And now all of them are gonna work, but only do things
You
really
like
believe
it,
with your
yeah.
heart. Yeah.
Money is a consequence when you do something you love.
Right,
Yeah, totally.
always, yeah,
Yes.
always. But we can lead gen. You know where I do most of my lead gen? You guys wanna know the truth?
Yes.
Bar.
Yeah.
After I'm done here, my friends and I are gonna go and we're gonna go to 4 different restaurants tonight, 4 different bars, and I guarantee I'll get at least 1, maybe 2 transactions. out of those 4.
No, and I'm gonna tell you, you know where I got a lot of more my generation parties. I go to parties, everybody
Same
wants to
thing.
talk about real estate. I have friends,
Same thing.
oh my God, I am never sell my property. I said, you know what, your first home must be your most expensive asset because the tax and everything. Oh, but I love a house, I'm not gonna buy. 2 weeks after, they bought $1 million house. Because they start keeping thinking about what I told them, they
Yeah.
talked to their accountant, and they said, oh, she's right. Okay, I rent the house and sold the house for them, $1 million.
Do mail drops work? You guys tell me. Mail drops. I drop a letter off your house. Does it work?
I don't know, I'm trying it out right now.
What are you saying, your letter? All right, then I've taken classes on this, so I'm gonna
Well,
tell
I
you how to
did-
do it,
yeah,
because
okay.
it's important how you do it.
Yeah.
A mail drop works,
There you go.
kind of. The percentage success rate is so low.
Yeah,
You have to do it consistently for months to get,
my math
Yeah.
coach had me sending
Yeah.
out the golden letter.
Nine.
which it is.
Oh, yeah.
What's the golden letter?
It's like, I have it in my office. Basically, you write out a little, it looks handwritten because I photocopied it in color. And it says, you know, I just recently sold 1201 Emperor in Carlington and the market's this, market's that, blah, blah. Do you know of anyone? That's it.
Perfect, that's all you need.
Yeah.
But it has to be,
I
what it has to be, it can't look professional.
No, and she had
If you
me,
throw a spelling mistake in there, it's bonus.
she had me buy these like highlighter colored envelopes, like bright green.
Yeah,
bright
there
green.
you go. So,
No, I put stick now.
Oh, yeah, she's like, yeah, yeah.
okay,
She's
so you
like,
guys
okay,
got
yeah.
direct mail, can't, it has to look like you wrote a note to me,
Yeah.
not like you wrote a note to everybody,
Yeah. And
right?
just write their first names on it, not their full name.
That, writing a note to everybody works, but the success rate is so
It's a
low.
lot of freaking work.
Well, that, it's,
Yeah,
yeah.
6 a.m. in the morning, go
So-
for 1 hour walk.
I'm like, I'm over this. I'm so over this.
Mail drop works, door hangers, if you're farming an area, maybe get your face out there so that people get used, but that's all it is. Nobody takes the hanger off the door and goes, oh my God, Sarah's selling real estate, I got a caller to sell my house.
Yeah.
No, but when you do call them, they will remember that they saw your
They know
face
who you
somewhere,
are.
that's all
Yeah.
it is. Okay, online chat groups, I liked this in the past, I don't know, I haven't done it
It's an
forever.
online chat.
So it used to be AOL. Remember AOL? I don't know, you guys are too young. You're too young. Sure. AOL was the first generation of the internet. That's how the internet started.
Okay.
And there used to be all these, you could go into a real estate chat group and just talk about
So
real
like
estate.
Reddit.
Like Reddit, like Facebook groups, like the Stittsville Moms group. We used to get mad.
A lot of people
My
say
partner,
that.
you both know, Stephanie, used
Oh,
to
you're
kill.
and Stephanie.
Stephanie and I
Are
had
you
the
like
team.
romantically partners or just business partners? Or both? Okay, anyway.
We weren't romantic.
Okay,
partners.
I don't know.
Rod is her romantic partner.
I don't
He's
know.
a friend of mine.
Yeah.
No, Steph and I had, I was her partner on the team she had. We founded it together.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
we had it for 2 years.
Stephanie
McLeod.
McLeod.
We had it for
Oh,
2
yeah.
years, so
I did.
we had it for 2
Oh.
years, then I left the team to take over Steve Lee. So Tamara was at the Cape Breton.
Oh.
No, she's not with Caribbean.
Now she's back there.
Because
They
they
swapped.
No, no, she went there first, then I
Yeah.
came here.
Yeah.
I was already gone, I was already at Century 21.
Oh.
When she went, or when she went back to Solomon.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, back to this.
Anyway, okay.
Online
That's
chat
still
group's
fun.
great, that
Yeah.
Stittsville month thing was great.
Yeah.
You know, anything like that, and what you're looking for is people asking questions, right?
Right.
Hey, what are the kind of things that would give you the indication in a chat group that somebody's interested or thinking about something?
They don't have any moving boxes. They don't.
Yeah, anybody know a painter, anybody know a
Yeah.
renovator, anybody know, yeah, oh my God, what about a movie company? Yeah, anything like that.
Well, the house I bought, I knew was coming to the market because she was looking for staging minutes.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, but you can do that on, and especially if you have a pool of professionals that you can refer out. So when somebody's looking for a painter, you actually have a painter. And your painter's in their ear now going, yeah, you're gonna sell home like this. You gotta sell this baby. Right? Get your people in their face. And once your people are in, especially your mortgage, get your mortgage people in their face. Once your people are in their face, then they're yours. Right? But own your professionals too, so that they know, hey, you know, if I send you there, you're gonna tell them to use me. Blogs, nah. It'd be good if you had time. None of us have time, but a new person might. Direct mail campaigns, they work amazing. I don't care what anybody says. Direct mail is the way to go. My version of direct mail or thank you notes is a direct mail campaign. If I meet you and we have lunch and I send you a handwritten thank you note, that is a direct mail
I'm a big
campaign.
believer in that too.
Yeah, that's my new direct mail. So
Yeah.
would I do a direct mail marketing campaign? I do it all the time because I'm looking for specific things. So I'm looking for multi-unit apartment buildings. I send a letter to the owners of the multi-unit apartment buildings. Hey, guy, like, I got a buyer that wants your apartment on this street. Are you interested in selling? And that's the direct marketing. But it does work because people don't get mail in. Right?
Yeah.
Email marketing is over. It's done. Unless you have a video in it, don't bother. Right, if you send a video, I might watch it. If you don't send a video, I'll leave it open. You guys send me a video, I might watch the video.
Yeah.
Make it quick, make it fast, grab my attention quick in the video. Hi, I'm Sarah. I just wanted to meet you and say hi. I'm like, okay, that's good. Hi, Sarah. All right, where are we? Press releases.
Sometimes I hate the radio. Go into this, go into that. I said, hi.
Oh, wait. Talk about different-
Yeah.
Okay, so
Shut
now,
up.
the next topic here is traditional media advertising.
Yeah.
So
So
who do we
expensive.
know in our business that does traditional media advertising?
Paul Rushforth, Marty Bennett.
Paul Rushforth spent $750 last year.
Jason
Marty spent over
Tyler. That's
600,000.
Jason Pino, 500.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Pylon
yeah.
Group has spent over
What?
400 grand in 2021 on radio advertising.
Insane.
Can you imagine spending $500,000 advertising?
I want to
I wonder what
say,
their return is. 'Cause who
Paul's
cares
is
if they
good.
get- If they get it, you know, if they get it back.
Usually they're looking for, 30% investment, so 70% return, something like that, but.
so they're doing their gap return, but they have enough people to attend all those people. That's
Well, what
it.
would you do? Yeah, you spend 500 grand, you're gonna get 1,000 leads. So it's gonna be-
Yeah.
you need 30, like Paul's got 30 people on it.
Yeah, that's a
But-
drive.
But that's all he does is generate leads. So traditional media advertising, I don't like. Press releases is different. So when I say press release here, what I'm looking for, especially you guys, Rosalie, you didn't rip this up. Send press releases to community newspapers. They're looking for, they can't afford reporters. They can't. They have one reporter for the entire, so you have your Stittsville rag, you got your Barhaven rag, that every community newspaper has one reporter for that whole damn paper trying to put it together. If you send them relevant articles, they will publish you for free.
Oh, I see.
So what's going on right now? Hey, what's going on right now? Massive inflation could lead to interest rates. How might that affect real estate? Write a little 2-paragraph article, send it to all those papers with your photo and your ID, and they will publish you with your picture in the paper not all the time. How many times do they have to do it? Once? And then that piece of paper stays in your marketing forever. Here's me in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, press releases work great, and those little rags are always looking for content. Now, you can't send press release to the Sun or the Citizen, and you can't advertise in there because we don't have enough money. But all the community newspapers do. Not only that, a lot of the groups have these little newspapers, like the Jewish community has their Jewish community newspaper. I don't know if there's something.
Canada, they have as well.
Yeah, Canada has one, Barhaven has one, they all do. Riverside South, I think, even has their own now. I don't know. Still bring back up Barhaven.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are great. Ever been to a BNI group? No? Do you know what it is?
Sorry?
Breakfast Networking International, BNI. So what it is, a bunch of professionals meet once a week, have breakfast, share leads. They work great. They do work great.
No, what I did like a client appreciation party, and all the person that worked with me, all the vendors
Yeah.
that helped me out, I invite them, you wanna participate, I'm gonna make a lot of advertising for you, I want this price. Are you sending me to the office? Send it out, send it the price, send it TV, sending our air fry. And I did like a huge, Sunday, a huge like client appreciation party over my Facebook, 1 hour I was on Facebook doing this party, and people love it. And I talk about each vendors, like 4 mortgage brokers, I talk about 4 of them. I said, okay, you can go, if this one he's amazing, but he's a different personality for this kind of client, I'm gonna teach you, guide you who you're gonna go.
Yeah.
If they, like,
That's cool.
you know, it was super cool. And I got like all the people compliments. More than 300 people saw the video too yesterday.
So I've been part of 2 different networking, breakfast networking groups.
Yeah.
One was BNI, one wasn't. Both were great. They only work if you participate. You
Right.
have to give leads to get leads. I mean,
Yeah,
they only
like
work if you
everything.
participate. I wouldn't join a BNI at this point. If I was you guys, what I would do if I wanted to do this as one of my 4. We only need 4. You don't need 430. You just need
Yeah.
4. This is one that I set up with one of my new agents at Solid Rock, and it worked great. Figure out a group of professionals that you have a common interest with. So what we did over there was I had a young guy who was a gamer. He was a video gamer. That's what he liked to do in his spare time. We found a mortgage broker that was a video gamer. We found a realtor that was a video gamer, or a real estate lawyer that was a video gamer. And they formed a networking group, and they meet together once a week and play video games online. They don't even get together and share leads while they're playing. And the 5 of them get together once a week. They play for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Well, so I don't know anything about it, but some stupid online game. And while they're doing it,
Yeah, it's
And it worked
natural. Right,
and
it's
they become friends, and it works. So if you have a peer, something you like to do, and you can plug professionals in there and build a networking group that way. And the reason I don't like BNI is we're realtors. They meet at like 5, 6:30 in the morning. It's a friggin' pain in the ass. We don't go because we don't want to get out of bed. And it's cold and it's snowy. But I could do a networking group that's online and not even leave my house, or wait, do Thursday afternoons at Moxie's for wine.
Yeah.
With the same networking group that I did breakfast at Chorus at 5:30 in the morning. I'll take Thursday afternoon wine group.
Yeah.
And why not form a little networking group like that? So now you got your COIs, you got your networkers, you got your open
Oh my
houses.
God, you drive me crazy. And I'm not gonna sleep. I need to go to the dentist. I don't know,
Rosalie, how would you like to live in here?
here?
How would you like to live in this head? Like, it's always full of this crap.
Oh,
I
like,
don't sleep.
yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Like, I have so many ideas now. I don't know where to
Okay,
start.
so now, all of these things, every single thing in here, I've either done or somebody I've worked with has done and we developed it. So if there's something in here you're interested in doing and you're not quite sure exactly what to do or how to do it, just call, you know, hey Jeff, let's get together and talk about this.
I was doing a little bit
Drive
of
me crazy.
everything and it was working. You never quite focus on something like
Yeah.
exactly what it. what
Just
it's
focus
more.
on 4 or 5 and do them.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Really, like, I need to go, 'cause I have a dentist.
Okay, I'm done anyway. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Are you okay online?
A lot of ideas, isn't it? Oh my God, I love Scalability.
So the idea of this training, and the reason I do this training is because everybody thinks the same thing when they think lead gen. They get afraid. They get
Yeah.
nervous. They
It's
think,
so
oh my God,
fun.
I don't want to
I
do it.
was doing a project with Federation. I was
Lead
watching
gen,
a thing.
lead gen should be fun. If it's not fun, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But
Especially
I'm
our
not kidding, like,
personalities.
I have 4 friends that own 4 different bars. So this afternoon, my buddy's picking me up. We're gonna go from one to the other, to the other, to the other. And I'll sit and I'll have a beer at one, and my buddy will introduce me to everybody at the bar. And I'll go to the next one, have a beer, and they'll do.
Super fun.
That's my networking for today.
Yeah, it's great. Like, we're lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah,
We're-
that's true. I'm gonna get something for my client there. They're
Good
getting
luck at the
excited.
dentist,
Thank
my
you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Hopefully you got something out of that today.
Oh, yeah.
And again,
sure.
like I said, if you have any questions at all, just pick up the phone and call, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Yeah, that's my mom.
I know, I don't know where mine is.
I got mine.
Oh, it's my house.
Oh my God. So I just sold the building yesterday.
Nice.
So we traditionally sold it
Yeah.
on what day is it? Thursday, we usually sold it Monday.
Yeah.
I went back to inspect it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I went in Monday afternoon.
No.
I was washing
Like, in
walls
effort?
with a mop and bleach. Washing the walls. We had cleaners coming, but I had to clean it before the cleaners got there.
Did they do that on purpose to fuck you over?
Muscle. Muscle. I freaking believe. I was like, the cleaners are on their way, they're gonna quit when they get here.
Of course they would.
Yeah, oh, no cleaner would do that. So I was literally, I just took the mop, I took a pail, I put a half full of bleach, half full of hot water, dumped the mop and mopped.
Oh my God, the things that we do,
Oh, I know.
that's.
Yesterday, we did the HVAC inspection yesterday. So that's why I wasn't at the TV, 11 o'clock, I go to the HVAC like that, half an hour. 11:45, one of the tenants' parents calls the police to do a safety check. 3 cop cars show up while we're inspecting the furnace. Awesome.
That was a weird group because they were all. I didn't have any newbies. So I changed my training real quick to be for producers instead of newbies because